Welcome to today's Explainer, everyone. I am absolutely thrilled you're here because we are tackling one of the greatest mysteries of the domestic world. We're talking about our feline companions and that constant burning question, do they actually care about us? This Explainer is going to pull together the latest scientific research so you can finally understand what is really going on inside your cat's head. Okay, let's dive into this. So here is the central mystery we're looking at today. If you leave a dog alone for 10 minutes, they act like you just got back from a 10-year dangerous expedition. But pets, they might literally ignore you for hours, stare blankly at a wall, and occasionally look at you with the exact same level of interest they'd show a piece of furniture. It really makes us wonder, do cats actually love humans, or have they simply figured out that acting cute is an incredibly effective strategy for tricking us gullible roommates into providing warmth, shelter, and a never-ending supply of meals? Well, to figure that out, we first need to look at where this whole investigation starts. Section 1. The reputation problem. Why cats seem aloof. For the longest time, scientists were totally confused about this because, quite frankly, they were looking at cats through the wrong lens. Think about it. Dogs evolved right alongside humans in highly social groups. They completely rely on cooperation. But domestic cats? They descended from largely solitary wildcats. Their ancestors didn't rely heavily on pack living or cooperation to survive at all. And because of this evolutionary history, early researchers made a massive assumption. They assumed cats merely tolerated our presence. Basically, they thought, well, because cats don't act like dogs, they must not care. Section 2. Decoding feline affection. Decoding behavior. Thankfully, that assumption is finally changing, as scientists have started taking cat behavior seriously on its own terms. The tricky part is, to understand if cats love us, we have to understand how they show affection in their own unique world. Take allo rubbing, for example. This is when cats rub their scent glands against individuals to strengthen social bonds and create a shared group scent. Now, if your cat rubs its head or cheek against your leg, you might just think, oh, they're marking their territory. And technically, yeah, they do have scent glands around their cheeks and forehead that release pheromones. But here is the crucial point. Cats don't just do this to random objects. Friendly cats only do this to other cats they genuinely like, specifically to strengthen those social bonds and create that shared scent. So when they headbutt you, they aren't treating you like a chair. They are actually claiming you as a trusted member of their inner social circle. And then, of course, we have the slow blink. You have likely seen this. Your cat looks at you, slowly closes its eyes, and opens them again. Well, in the animal kingdom, voluntarily closing your eyes around someone is a massive deal. It's lowering your defenses to show complete trust. You are temporarily dropping your awareness. Back in 2020, researchers actually found that cats were significantly more likely to approach humans after exchanging these slow blinks. It acts as a real form of positive communication. Some owners even call it a cat smile. It's a clear biological signal of deep comfort and complete trust. Section 3. The science of cat trust. Secure base test. Trust really turns out to be the recurring theme here. So let's shift our investigation from everyday observations into the hard, rigorous data. Now, what's really interesting about this is a landmark 2019 study at Oregon State University. Researchers adapted a psychological experiment originally designed for human infants called the Secure Base Test. They wanted to see if cats use their owners as a safe base to confidently explore unfamiliar environments, exactly like human babies do with their parents. And get this, 65% of the cats tested displayed a secure attachment. When their owners were present, they were significantly more comfortable and confident exploring. This strongly suggests that cats are forming genuine, measurable emotional attachments to their specific people. Section 4. Everyday signs of bonding. Everyday behaviors. Okay, so the hard science is definitely there, but what about the practical, everyday clues right in your own living room? Let's think about sleeping. From an evolutionary standpoint, sleep is the absolute ultimate state of vulnerability. You are completely unaware of predators and largely defenseless. Because of that, choosing to sleep near another individual is a profound act of trust. So if your cat is choosing to sleep on your bed, against your legs, or right on your chest, it is definitely not just about stealing your body heat. It is a profound biological demonstration of deep evolutionary trust. And then there's this absolute classic. You go to the kitchen, the cat follows. You go to the bathroom, close the door, and the cat just sits outside like a disappointed security guard. It is so easy to write this off as annoying dependency, right? But animal behavior researchers see it completely differently. They interpret this as social monitoring. Your cat is actively paying attention to the movements of an incredibly important member of its environment. And the crazy part? They do this even when there is absolutely zero food involved. Another huge everyday sign is allogrooming. That's defined as licking or grooming friendly individuals to actively reinforce deep social relationships. Now, we all know cats spend an enormous amount of time keeping themselves clean, but they reserve allogrooming for individuals they share strong social bonds with. When your cat repeatedly licks your hand, your arm, or even your hair, they are directly extending their feline bonding behavior to you. Sure, maybe sometimes your skin just tastes interesting from whatever lotion you used, but scientifically speaking, repeated grooming is a highly positive social signal. And of course, we absolutely cannot forget the most famously strange display of feline affection, the strange gifts. Waking up to find a toy, a sock, or maybe even a dead mouse on your pillow is, well, it's definitely a shock. Scientists still debate the exact reasons for this. Some call it targeted social sharing, while others see it as a caregiving behavior. But the undeniable fact is that these gifts are highly targeted. Your cat isn't just randomly leaving these items around the neighborhood, they are specifically bringing them directly to you. It's a targeted social interaction. Section 5, the final verdict on love. Do they love us? So we've looked at the biology, the psychology, and the living room evidence. It's time to bring all these clues together to reach a final verdict. Is the stereotype of the purely self-interested, opportunistic cat actually true? Well, look at the contrast. The pervasive stereotype says cats only care about whoever fills the food bowl. But the science tells a completely different story. When researchers rigorously tested this by comparing food rewards against social interaction, the results were stunning. And this brilliantly illustrates our findings today. Many cats actually prefer interacting with humans over receiving food, toys, or even interesting scents. They literally chose human company over a guaranteed meal. Let's move to our summary and see how this builds a compelling case. The scientific evidence for feline attachment is surprisingly consistent. We've seen them demonstrating secure base behavior in strange environments. They're choosing deeply vulnerable sleeping positions right next to us. They do constant social monitoring of our movements, and they actively engage in bonding behaviors like allo-grooming and allo-rubbing. They're absolutely not just tolerating us. They are actively seeking comfort and security from their specific people. So, do cats actually love us? Well, I guess it all comes down to this final question. How do you define love? If you mean the complex human experience of spoken language and abstract self-reflection, then sure, we simply can't know. But if love means forming lasting emotional bonds, actively preferring someone's company over food, seeking comfort from them when scared, entirely trusting them with your safety, and constantly showing behaviors designed to build a deep attachment, then the evidence strongly suggests that yes, many cats absolutely do love us. They just have a wonderfully strange, highly evolved feline way of showing it. Just think about that the next time you get a slow blink from across the room. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and keep questioning the fascinating world around you.